Hello, today's beginner bass lesson is more on the bass guitar minor scales and the bass guitar minor modes, which we're covering our last minor mode of the harmonic minor. So if you haven't checked out the videos, check them out. I'll leave a card up here for you to check out. And there's lots of the bass guitar major scale modes and the minor scale. So we're talking about the harmonic minor in the last few videos. So today we've got the last one of that. So if you're new here to my channel, this is I Want to Play Bass, your YouTube channel for all your bass guitar lessons, tips, gear reviews, and occasional giveaways and campaigns, which I'm running a campaign now. We're getting closer to 2020. Team Trees is trying to plant 20 million trees by 2020. So trying to help out that cause by every sign up, everybody that becomes a Patreon member, $1 gets donated. $1 plants a tree. So every sign up, every Patreon member becomes $1 or $2 goes to planting a tree, helping that cause out. They're right at 16 million now. So hopefully they can get there, and I'm going to do my best to help them out. All right. And if you don't know me by now, I'm Donald with the bass instructor of the How to Play Bass online course at iwanttoPlayBass.com. Jump over there, subscribe, definitely become a member for free and get updates on new lessons, new stuff coming out. You'll be the first to know. So that's that. And then when you're serious about your bass playing, sign up, help donate $2 to that cause, help plant 2 trees, and get well on your way to reaching your bass playing goals. So definitely jump in there and get on board with that. And then with my YouTube channel, subscribe here, get in the loop so you don't miss a beat. Okay, so enough of that being said, today we're talking about the 7th mode of the harmonic minor, which we've talked about all of the modes up to this. This is the 7th mode. This is the last one of the harmonic minor, and it's an interesting one as the 7th mode of all of these. The major scale, the harmonic minor, and the melodic minor is always just a unique sound for sure. So it's definitely one that's needs to be acquired a little bit, but it's the ultra Locrian. That's what it's called. Hopefully you can hear that. So that's the ultra Locrian. Okay, so you hear that? Just that Locrian is just something. Just how it's the makeup of it. The half step here right off the bat. The minor, the diminished 5 there, diminished or the flatted 5. And just being right there, that half step above the tonic is just gives it uneasy, just unresting appeal right there. Okay, so that's the makeup of it. That's what it is. It's the ultra Locrian mode. Ultrian, is that even a word? The ultra Locrian mode, and that's the 7th, the Locrian mode of the major scale, which all of this works off of, is the Locrian. So you'll notice that it's the ultra Locrian. Okay, now just the makeup is we've got now a couple ways to play this pattern. Is like I have mentioned in the past, is try to work the weaker links of your fingers, which is usually your 4th finger, your pinky finger. So try to utilize it more than the other ones and build its strength as much as the pointer finger, the middle finger. Those 2 fingers are typically your strongest and most go-to, even your 3rd finger, but it's not as strong as the 2nd and the 1st finger. So the 4th finger, utilize that as much as possible. So take this, what I would do, I'd do 1st finger, 2nd finger, 4th finger, slide up a half step to the 4th finger, and then you go to your 1st finger, 3rd finger, 4th finger, 2nd finger, and that's the octave right there. That's it. So try to use that 4th finger as your slider there, because this is a lot easier. That just seems a little more natural. So get out of your comfort zone, push yourself a little bit and, get a little, build a little more muscle in that particular finger, okay? I just did it again. It's a bad habit. Not a bad habit, but it's just natural. Okay, so get in that habit of using that as your pivot finger, kind of, not really your pivot finger, but just your, you moving up, use your finger, your pinky finger. I'm almost out of screen here. So that's the pattern, and that's how you want to use your fingers. First, second, fourth, slide up, fourth, first, third, fourth, second, fourth, third, first, fourth, slide, fourth, second, one. Okay, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, and that third. And that's what makes it harmonic. It's just the fact that it's not a whole step to that last, that last one. That's a minor third. It's not just a half step or a whole step. It's a bigger interval in your scale. So that's kind of when they created that. That's why they had to come up with the melodic minor back in the day, because they just didn't. That big stretch, that big interval, was necessary to get what they were going for. But it's still just a bit of a stretch. So that's when they created the melodic minor to descend, and you just get back to your whole steps and your half steps instead of thirds, a minor third. But that's what gives that harmonic minor scale its quality, is that minor third. And you can hear it there too. Whoops. So you can hear it there, and that's what gives it its quality. And you get familiar with that harmonic minor scale and all these modes, and that'll just help you be able to utilize it a lot better, okay? So what we can do, so another way, like I've done in the last, is take an open string, an A, or we can do our open B. If you don't have a 5 string, get you a loop, jump down, get your boss loop station. If you haven't yet, jump over to bassist gear corner, and you can purchase one there. But it helps. You can lay down a couple different chord progressions in there, and then you can play over top of it. But for us today, we're just going to go ahead with the B going and just go over. So B. See, I want to resolve to that, the tonic right there. But if you stay off of it, that's what keeps it so jazzy and keeps it just on edge and just. So that's the ultra Locrian. Just take that B and work over it. So the interval that gives this scale its quality is this diminished 5. And it'll do it all day long for anything you're in. That diminished 5, that tritone, just is something in itself. So definitely something you can utilize, that tritone there, playing over that, that flat 5. In that particular, that would be a B minor 7 flat 5. Yeah. minor 7. So you got your first here, you got your third, minor third, you got your diminished 5, then you've got your 7th here. It's the 7th, but it still gives you that. So that's where you're going to play that over a minor 7 flat 5. Pull up your Locrian scale, your ultra Locrian scale, which you can use that. It's also in the, you can take it to a major key. If you're in a major key, you'll just use the Locrian, but if you're in a minor key, you can use the ultra Locrian. Okay, so hope you got some value out of that. If you did, hit that like button. Help me help you. And I'll catch y'all on the flip-flop in the next video. Bye for now.